Today we will have a brief review of the newest updated version for Galaxy S23 Ultra, and actually this is One UI 8 based on Android 16. Finally, this update arrived on the 3rd of October to Galaxy S23 Ultra, S24 Ultra and other devices. So what they indicate is that it enhances your AI experience with smarter tools for communication, creativity and personalization. All changes, let's check it out briefly. At the top it's indicated Android 16 One UI 8. Galaxy AI, so now you can see calls on the screen. So actually you can call captions, show what each person says on the screen in real time during the call. So it's quite interesting feature, and during the call it will appear the text of your conversation, which is quite nice to have. Also you can save it. I don't know from privacy perspective whether it's reasonable or no, but that's how it is. Create unique pet portraits. So now you can make a portrait of any pet, dogs and cats in addition to people. Translate emergency calls, so never miss important alert even if they are not in your language. So if you receive emergency alert in language that's different from your system, Galaxy AI will automatically translate it for you. Faster eye select, so no more waiting. When you start the eye select, you can now select an area in the screen immediately, so just speed up of an eye. Mainly for improvement for AI personalization. New lock screen or screen clock. Here a stylish clock with a new font is available to make your clock screen the standard. Okay, let's check it out. Actually, okay, so it's unlocked now. Then you have the new style. Actually, you can download any font or use actually look how many fonts are available, or choose just Roboto font or any other from here. So actually it's edit more styles, more fonts here, and you can select where to show the date. Also you can check the color. You can also color adapted from the wallpaper. You can make your clock more adaptable. Let's say you can move it and change the color, and it can be adopted based on your wallpaper. So that's the newest update bring to us. Actually, and you can move it even any place on the screen. If you want to make it middle, just keep it on the middle. If you want to move it left or right, you can also do it, and you see everything is moving. Actually, it's quite interesting. So it's also can match your wallpapers. So let's check to some others. I have now dynamic one, so let's just find out some interesting wallpaper here with some people. Let's find some person. Let's say this one, free. Let's install it. Apply, just lock screen here. Then try to adopt. Okay, actually you can make it smaller here to match your actually what you want to have here. Also there are different versions available, and you can try to match it like this, so it will be not touching the person itself and be like this, more integrated, let's say, in your phone. Also, so I prefer the regular one and the font robot as well, so let's keep it like this. And also you have notification here below. For example, do not disturb mode when it's on. Let me show you do not disturb mode. So as you see here, it is indicated now. You can turn it off, and you can have some additional settings here. Alright, so let's move on to the settings and check what else are the changes. Beautiful new wallpapers. Wallpaper suggestions. Also get help finding new wallpapers. For productivity, check stock prices without unlocking. Okay, nothing special. Quick share, sticky notes, find downloads fast. Actually, all of them are just minor improvement. DeX, do more on DeX. So actually you can have the widgets, enhanced display support, enhanced split screen for the DeX. So actually I have my monitor staying over there on the top, so let's connect and check the DeX. Actually connected. Alright, so now I'm in DeX. we can use a touchpad here. So let me show you how it looks like. Okay, I'm actually on DeX screen here. So that's how it looks like, updated DeX. All my apps here as well available. So what you want to do is widgets here, as I said, how to set it up. Need to find out. So what you can double tap to rotate. Okay, widgets here, you see it. Actually, we can put on DeX, for example, this widget. Okay, so it's actually how to hold it and press. Okay, just press once, add. So now you can customize and add more widgets here, make it bigger. Actually, it's quite nice to have it. So let's check it out what else we've got for the DeX. Also, we have multitasking is better. Now you can choose an optimized display resolution when connected to external display, split screen. While two apps are open split screen view, you can push one app against the edge on the screen to keep partially visible while the most focus on other apps. Okay, let's try it out. Let's open the Play Store app. Let's open it in a split screen. So as you see here, it works much more convenient. So you have two apps here from right and from left. So you can just set it up, snap to left, snap to right. So you use two apps on your big screen, which is actually quite convenient and normal. So let's disconnect from the desk and move back to our phone. Okay, for reminders, we have new reminder interface, new sample reminders and reminders easier. Also the calendars integration with reminders. So let's open, that's how the reminder apps looks like. I actually don't use it, so it's not really my reminders, but actually it's just new interface and seems working well. So you have some list here, grocery, you can create the reminders, allow camera. Also here you can do the category, you can sign in Microsoft To Do. Quite normal app, working well, so nothing to say actually. So let's move back to the settings and check what else is here. Samsung Health, running coach, bedtime guidance, running challenge, check your antioxidant intake. Galaxy Watch to detect the level of carotenoids of your screen. Works with Galaxy Watch 8 and Ultra only. Food recording reminder. Track your vascular load. Again, it's for Watch 8. The new bedtime guidance feature unless you sleep. Okay, this actually I use it. Running coach is also not suitable for me. I have Samsung Galaxy Watch 6. Photo and video swipe up, open quick control, audio enhancements, so it's quick access to Galaxy Buds in the settings. So later on I will have a review of Galaxy Buds, you will see it. In the settings it's appear similar to Apple. Actually, when you connect AirPods, you don't need any separate app to manage it. You can open the settings and manage it. So here is same. Review recorded calls and contacts, improve profile cards, security and privacy, so stronger security as always. Accessibility with skip, new preset rows here, and new routine actions, easily organize alarm, so you can now create alarm category and group them, enhance app notification settings, and revamp weather visuals. Weather I don't use. Okay, actually what's changed is a bit redesigned. As you see here, it's more rounded, a bit another blur here. Some gaps appeared before they were not here. So actually just some minor changes in the panel settings here. Also minor changes in animation, minor changes in widgets. So actually everything works better, smoothly. Battery life is much better than One UI 7. I can 100% guarantee to you. Also, for the setting perspective, there are some changes. Again, a bit redesigned. Have Galaxy Eye here, so for here it's not that much changes. Modes and roads, so they said they added several modes, but again, doesn't that matter. Wi-Fi calling as a separate indicated here. So NFC and contactless payment, nothing special. SIM manager, mobile network, more connection settings, auto update system configuration. Okay, I put it on. Nothing really special. Sound and vibration, just briefly cover it. Sound quality and effects. So you have equalizer here, just for information. I don't know it's appear on One UI 7, but it's here. So I use dynamic. Loudness normalization, adapt sound, and Dolby Atmos you can also select up to your preferences. System vibration can be controlled here as well. Let's move on notifications. So here you have hide notification while locked, status bar. So here you can select icons dot or known, shown better in percentage. The lock screen, same. You can use the cards or icons. Then do not disturb options and advanced settings here where you have manage notification category, conversation. So actually nothing really special in this folder. Display, just a bit nicer, this controller here. Zoom, camera cutout, navigation bar. So actually I don't see any big changes, just actually added those items here. I think they were in some other folder, but in general logic is same. Battery, so you have battery protection, background usage, wireless power sharing, charging settings, all in one place. Wallpapers and style already showed. Themes, home screen app here. Again, search from home, swipe down for notification panel, and app labels, app size can be changed. They made it a bit nicer so you can visually see it here. Widgets label can be activated, app label can be activated and deactivated. Just made it more nice, but nothing dramatically. Lock screen, so you have security, always on. Now you can activate the now bar here on bottom. So it can be also an always on display available as well. Here actually nothing to cover, that's all regular one. Advanced features, let's check it out what we have. In a labs back swipe preview, so that's what I'm using. Actually that's quite nice and I really like it, so you can view where you move back. S Pen, just regular settings, side bottom, regular settings, multi-window, motion and gestures and all the other. So video effects and apps, brightness. So Galaxy Avatar, actually kinda new and old at the same time. One is appeared grandma, I don't know. Dual messenger apps as well. Device care. So for device care, again nothing special. Software update, maintenance mode, performance and auto optimization. General management, so here no changes at all, and actually that's pretty much it. Mainly it's security update, of course. You got 1st September 2025, Android 16, One UI 8, and still is working. It's just improvement on One UI 7, because One UI 7 for Galaxy S23 Ultra didn't work that well. It was redesigned, but from operation point of view, from the battery point of view, it was not the best choice. And currently One UI 8 is actually covered all the main errors of One UI 7. Actually, that's pretty much it. Thank you guys for watching. Put the thumbs up and see you next time.